That's it? That's all there is to the climb? Oh my god. That was nothing. I was like imagining a redux from yesterday. Oh, but that was over in like 20 minutes. And with any luck, I'm going to go down into the Lockwood Valley, or I don't know if it's the Lockwood Valley or whatever it is, but it's pretty close to it, which is almost like desert. And so this is looking towards Santa Barbara. This is the fog. So everybody down in Santa Barbara and Ventura and everybody down there, they're socked in with the May gray. And I'm gonna be up here in these beautiful woods. And with any luck, this mountain will prevent that valley down there from getting full of fog. And then I can enjoy a beautiful day and get away from it. Yay. Anyway, I guess it's down to Cedar Creek. And I've been following some really fresh footprints. I doubt I'm gonna catch up to whoever's footprints they are. They probably hike really fast compared to me. And they're probably going to the punch bowls, which is where I would go if I wasn't doing some kind of crazy, insane through hike like I'm doing. But anyway, so there's the trail and onward I go. I'm at the junction with the Trail to Fish Bowls. I wonder who's been putting all these brand new signs out here. I mean, this is brand new. I was following fresh footprints earlier today, but they're gone now. And there were a lot of little side trails, so maybe the person I was following went down one of them. Here's my trail down to Cedar Creek, where I was planning to either camp or have lunch, and it's looking like lunch is going to be it. I hope the sun comes out and I can dry off my tarp. I'm at Cedar Creek. I don't know if it's supposed to be a campsite, but I got to the first creek crossing and there was a little bit of sun, so I saw these logs and thought I would lay my wet things out to dry. And it's not sunny anymore, but maybe I'll get things dry enough. And I'm gonna take a little break and have some lunch and then continue down the beautiful Cedar Creek Trail. So the creek's down in those willows. Took a picture of it earlier. There's a lovely cedar tree and a big pine tree. It's really pretty down here. Well, my sun didn't last very long at all, and then it started raining, so I wasn't really able to get that many things dry. The tarp got a lot drier than anything else. parts of it never get dry. But the most important thing is the plastic sheet that I lay on at night, and that needs to get dry. But all that did was like gather condensation underneath it whenever the sun came out. And then, so I couldn't really get my feet dry either. Anyway, so I decided I would just make some miles, and maybe the sun will poke out again later and I can get that piece of plastic dry. There's supposed to be a campsite here, but I don't really see any evidence except that this would be a nice place to camp. It's kind of, I don't know if I can get this, it's kind of flat and pretty right there. But there's no amenities here. Anyway, off to, there's a dirt road I'm aiming for. Exciting, but road walking is a little easier than climbing Haddock Mountain. Well, it looks like I completed the Cedar Creek Trail. I'm not feeling so good. Last year I got giardia, and I kind of feel the same way now. But I have not drank any water that wasn't either filtered or treated with aqua miras, so I'm hoping it's not giardia. It seems like ever since I got giardia last year, I've just like not been able to get myself back to 100%. And I still don't feel that way now, but now I kind of have stomach pains, which is the symptom that I had. Stomach pains, nausea, and weakness, and you know, that's how I feel kind of all the time now. But, well, I mean, the weakness I feel all the time, but the stomach pain and the nausea have returned, so I kind of hope not. Hope it's just a momentary little blip. Anyway, now I'm gonna start like an old abandoned road, and I guess I will probably have to crawl over some blowdowns on the road too. Anyway, onward and upward. Looks like it's going to be my third creek crossing where I've had to take my shoes off. Got nice clean feet now, I guess. I looked over here already and there's nowhere to cross there. So it's 4:11 and I'm here at the Johnston Ridge Trail head, and I kind of don't really want to go a lot further because I don't want to get too close to Buck Creek. I don't want to like start it tomorrow. I want to have one more day without doing Buck Creek, so I don't want to camp here, although it looks a lot like a campground. There's a bathroom with like 4 stalls, and then there's all these parking spots mapped out with these wood things and places to tie up your horse. Each campsite seems to have a place to tie up your horse, but it's not really a campsite because there aren't any fire pits or picnic tables, so I guess it's just a staging area, but it almost looks like a campground. Anyway, I'm gonna see if there's anywhere to camp on this trail, and if not, maybe I'll camp in the meadow, at the end of the meadow, the Mutah Meadow, Mutah Flat. So it's 5 p.m. I made camp along the initial part of Johnston Ridge Trail. It kind of looks like a road now, this little section, but I found a little nook in the chaparral, kind of tangly, and I started setting up my stuff, and it started to rain. And the nice thing about a tarp is you can just throw your pack down, pull out the tarp, lay the tarp over your pack, and then set it up over your pack, and then set up the rest inside. And that way your stuff doesn't get wet. Like, I guess a lot of tents, you know, you're not going to get your stuff wet anyway. But, you know, some of the tents that we have, you kind of have to, like, reveal the inside of the tent to the elements while you fiddle with things to get it set up. And so that kind of, you know, gets the inside wet. This way, it doesn't really get the inside wet. It protects your stuff while you're setting it up. And it stopped raining now. It just keeps sprinkling on and off. But it does look kind of threatening, so who knows how much rain there will be tonight. But yeah, so the tarp's working out pretty good. I sewed the dorky looking little mosquito net thing myself. And I think I'd like to try again, only, see, I didn't know how to do a zipper, so instead I left the bottom off. There's no bottom, and so to get in and out, I just lift it up and get out, which works really well. But sometimes there's a gap between the bottom and the ground, and it might be nice to have a zipper. It might be easier to get in and out. I don't know, but definitely I'd like to make it out of no-see-um. I just made it out of cheap mosquito netting I got from Coghlan's. Like, I bought 3 pieces of it, and it was $3 a piece. And I sort of, I didn't know what I was doing. I somehow put it together, and it works. And mostly I do it to try to keep a little bit of the heat in at night when I'm sleeping. It hasn't really been that buggy. Only Big Cone Spruce where there are a lot of mosquitoes. Everywhere else it's been pretty bug-free. So it's an early camp because I'm making a lot more progress than I expected. And I kind of enjoyed having an easy day today after climbing up Haddock Mountain. That was really tough. So it was nice to have an easy day, so I'm stopping before anything gets too hard. I don't know how many people hike the little Mutah Trail anymore. When I did it 10 years ago, it looked like the only people who ever hiked it were motorcycles. And well, motorcycles keep trails open pretty well, so hopefully they're still riding it and I can still find it, and it's not all blowdowns and tangled up stuff. It's pouring rain. This is day 7, I believe. I think I've had only 2 days where it was sunny and not raining or threatening to rain or raining part of the day or just a general wet mess. I think this is going to be my last backpacking trip, because ever since I started hiking the PCT, I have not had a backpacking trip by myself where I didn't get rained on. It's very frustrating. I'm a fair weather hiker and I never get any fair weather. I'm dry, I'm warm, I'm safe, there's nothing wrong. I just don't like it. You're always constantly, trying to keep everything dry, trying to dry everything off. It's annoying. Okay, enough complaining.